In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission.
Mikey, what are you doing?
I'm doing the thing for the podcast.
It's not that hard, bud.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends podcast.
That's like one of those sneezes where, like, all of a sudden you can tell what the color 9 smells like.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's glorious. Swear to God, though, I might have thrown my back into place, though.
I had a couple that was literally like, that made my back hurt. Like,
Yeah, anytime like you can feel a rib pop when you sneeze, you're like, yo.
I just don't like that one part of my body is able to injure another part of my body. Like, I don't like being at that age where like just a normal bodily function is like, that broke something. Like that was.
How'd you break it? Sneeze.
Yeah. Wait, you have a chiropractor's appointment? Yeah, why? Allergies.
I coughed really hard, threw my back out.
It's awful. I don't even have a good story anymore. It's just.
Yeah.
Just broken.
Yeah. Hoyle.
Anyways, this is the Freedom Friends podcast. We're going to let the guy with no voice, I guess, pay the bills. So,
Okay.
This is the Freedom Friends podcast brought to you by Warfighter Tobacco and warfightertobacco.com. If you go over there and use the code FTFO, you get 15% off your order. And who knows, they may or may not draw some little art on your stuff for you. That'll be great. You can also go over to owellness.us and use the code FF25, right?
Freedom Friends
25. We have too many of these things at this point.
know.
Can we just get one of those like Fox News tickers that just runs around? Freedom Friends 25, you get a quarter off your order over there. As soon as he figures out something for allergies, I'll buy it by the case.
How did that work?
I don't know. I don't care. Tell him to get on it.
Just snort a line of freeze gel.
Yeah.
Right, that'll clear you out.
If they put enough CBD in it, does it make your face numb? Like you just can't feel anything anymore?
I don't know. I'm about to shoot that tincture and see what happens. What's it going to do?
I would give you
It's not going to hurt me.
Yeah, it won't feel good, probably.
Fair.
Icy Tech.
Icy Tech coolers.
Icy Tech coolers.
For those who get it.
Yep.
Right? Oh, did I get it that time?
You did.
Oh. Friend and Friends 10 gets you 10% off a big cold box. And our newest, and I don't know, personal favorite, maybe because he's making me money now. So most delicious sponsor. No, that's not true because Freedom Friends or Warfighter has the title sponsor. Second most delicious.
Valid. Yes.
The best things to put on your meat.
Yes.
Again, we have a title sponsor here.
But we don't advertise Warfighter. I mean, if that's what you're into, we don't kink shame.
Yeah.
But we don't recommend sticking a cigar in your pee-pee hole or anything like that.
If you can.
So you might want to get that looked at.
Yeah.
Girl your ass off. If you go over there and it's girlyourassoff.com/Freedom Friends podcast.
Yep.
You'll get 15% off your order, or you can use the coupon code Freedom Friends Podcast, right? Or is it Freedom Friends?
I think he said
We
it was
write
Freedom
all this
Friends
down,
podcast.
and then nobody I need
Just reach out to James.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just email James. Just be like, I
James-
forgot to get it.
Hold on, what'd I do with this card? I think it's james@grillyourassoff.com.
Yeah.
Or you can follow the link in the description, and you get some discount off some shaky stuff that makes your meat delicious.
You know, I want to circle back to the Warfighter on your meat. That was a sound advertisement that you did earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
With the pee-pee hole.
You're welcome.
I did not have. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That side, we don't talk. I mean, that's why I said we don't kink shame.
We don't kink shame.
But
I think that's all. That's everybody, right?
Sure.
Fuck it.
Yep.
So I have a serious question for you guys.
Oh.
Yep.
We're getting into it.
This is like when I go home and Michelle asks me that.
God damn it.
Here we go.
Let's just follow up with which of the boys did it.
Do they allow loud laughing in Hawaii?
Oh, it's one of my favorite.
No, it's just aloha.
There we go.
So I was talking to Justin earlier, and he was like, hey, you called me on Monday or Friday or whatever. Did you need something? I was like, no, it wasn't important. So I saved it for right now. because I wanted to give him something to think about while we were recording the show. Are you ready?
I'm never ready.
Okay. Wireless charging provides you less mobility than wired charging.
Fuck you. God. Oh. It is 100% accurate. 100% accurate, yes.
But it's wireless.
But you're still stuck in a more permanent position than you are if you plug it in.
I'm waiting for people to start advertising.
Slightly incorrect. Especially with the new MagSafe battery packs.
Okay, so you have a stick-on wired charger instead of it's still like
That's what it's going to be.
It's still not
But what
wired.
happens?
It's
What
still
happens
not
when
wired.
that dies?
By the way, that update in technology was on the MacBooks forever. They literally made a MagSafe charger, and it was called the MagSafe charger, and it just stuck to the side of your MacBook. You still had to be plugged into a wall, and you were still tethered to it.
I'm just waiting for people to start advertising the wireless pucks just with like a 20-foot cable. Because that's going to be the next thing. Because what country was it? I think it was England is now forcing Apple legally to go to a USB-C charger, not the Lightning one. And they're like, no, we're just going to get rid of the charging port completely and go all wireless.
Yeah.
So that's what it's going to be. Is they're going to go to the magnetic puck thing, but it's just going to have a 20-foot cable now.
I already have one of those.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they already make
There
it
you
like
go.
an extended one or whatever.
Yep. That's going to be the
The
next
best
thing.
part is the fact that you can go buy cables to put on your wireless earbuds
Yes.
so that they
You
like,
don't
I
lose
saw,
them?
so you don't
yeah,
lose
so
them.
you
I was
lose
like,
them. We have come full circle with that one. It's a lanyard for your earbud for your AirPods.
It goes from one to the other
Yes.
around your neck.
Depending on who's wearing them, you
If
should
you
tighten
really-
it.
If you really wanted to get high speed, you could tie it down to your phone.
Yes.
right. just- I'm waiting to see the first person that has it.
Make sure
You know
make sure you use the right kind of knots.
Yeah.
I think that's a product that we need to develop.
Yeah.
Yep.
And what it'll
We
be
do.
is it'll just be like those little coffee hole plugs that just plugs into the port on the bottom of your phone.
But
and
here's
that-
the
and
thing.
it tethers
There's,
your.
there's people that are young enough that they're not going to remember. And they're going to buy these that are going to tether to their phone.
You might be right.
So they don't lose their AirPods.
And then they're all gonna
like,
be
this is
sitting
the
there-
coolest thing in the world.
They're
You're
going to
like,
be
"You
sitting there
idiot."
plugging into
They
your
have-
phone and wrapping it around the case. So
They
that-
have never experienced taking your jacket off and being like, fuck.
I never understood those people that actually took the time.
I used to go through.
Do you remember when all the jackets had those little cable holes
Yeah.
in them?
Yeah.
To, like, I was like, who's taking the time to do that?
Mm-mm. The only time I did that is on my snowboard jacket.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Because it had an inside pocket where I'd put my
Yeah,
my
okay.
iPod. Because I'm dating myself now.
iPods are
Hey,
awesome.
I had an iPod.
I have like 3 of them. None of them work, but
I'm not gonna lie. Even once like it was like the iPod Touch ones, the ones that were all touchscreen. I still wanted one of the like the OG with like the scroll wheel and everything. I still wanted one of those because I thought
they had a
were
better
so
menu
cool.
system.
Yeah,
it just
I had one
I used
with
to-
the silver back and the whole 9 yards. Like I could have beat somebody to death with that fucking thing. That was
Yeah.
a brick.
I used to go through so many headphones when I was riding motorcycles because they're not wireless. They're plugged in. Well, 99% of the headphones on the market, the plug coming out of your phone is straight.
Yep.
You put it in your pocket and it bends it.
Yep.
You get like 2 months and then it breaks.
Yep. God. There was one that I wanted that I never got, but I liked the idea of it. And it was that shuffle, just a little cube thing
That's
that like
the
clipped
one that
onto
he's got.
stuff.
I still want
He's got
those.
one.
Like it makes total sense.
Except there's no
Except for
display.
there's no interface.
Yeah, you
like
have
you
no
just got
idea
to
what
like put a
you're-
playlist on it and just hope for the best.
Yeah.
yep. I had one of those, and it was honestly awesome. That was back when I was playing sports and stuff, and it was tiny. I could clip it wherever, be good to go.
The problem is now is just use your phone. I'm like, look, if I go to a gym, I have one in my garage now, so I don't have to go to the gym anymore. But if I go to a gym, I don't want to move my phone around. Like I just like want to work out, and I don't want the fucking 2-pound device in my gym shorts while I'm working out either. Like,
That's why they have wireless headphones now. You can
yeah, but now I have to move everything around. Like if I go from machine, then I got to that's how I lost my Apple Watch.
You should get-
One of my Apple Watches.
remember how you used to keep the little clip-on thing on the sweet sweatband, the armband.
Yeah.
Right?
And
Little armband pouches.
They just need to bring Walkmans back.
They're going
The
to.
yellow and black ones.
Yep.
I bet you money something like that's going to make a return. And they're going to play it as like simplify your life. Just something that only plays music.
Yeah, just music.
So you remember the upgrade from the Walkman that played a tape was the single CD Walkman?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what I thought.
The
Yep.
Discman.
That became the Skipman?
Yeah.
Yeah. With
If
the
you
anti-skip
looked at it,
technology.
The
funny,
Sony Discman Sport.
Yeah.
That's the yellow one.
Yeah.
The anti-vibration.
They-
Instead
they
of
They
would
had like
They
the
would
rubber. They had
advertise-
like the rubber bumpers on it and
They
shit.
would advertise like a 20-second like pre-play,
Yeah, the buffer.
the buffer. Yeah. Yeah.
My favorite thing when those came out was everybody that was like taping them to their dash and then running that adapter from the headphone jack to
Oh
the
yeah,
tape deck.
that was the cassette.
And
Yeah.
then you- I mean, they still make. Yeah, you're just showing us an MP3 player. They still make MP3 players.
Holy shit.
What the shit?
Apparently,
Wow.
Sony tried to bring it back.
For $3,700.
Yep.
Well, how'd that work out, Sony?
How does that?
What the fuck? Is it made out of gold? It looks like it might be.
How is it low in stock? Because they have one.
Yeah, they only made 6.
Oh no, I've seen a couple of these now. So this is this. There's another company that makes one that's like 400 or whatever, but it's supposed to all be lossless compression. So like it's like a high resolution, like the highest quality
For
sound you can get.
$3,600, when I play a song, it better call the lead singer and he better play
they're
it
just
to
gonna
me
sing me the
in
song.
live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I better get private concerts.
Or it
That's
better
ridiculous.
have every single song ever made
Already loaded.
up to the second that I bought it.
Right, and I want early access to all the albums.
Yep.
Like
Yeah, you're the first one to get any
Yeah, that's
song.
ridiculous.
Oh, that is bullshit. You still have to load the shit on a micro SD card.
Oh, it's got an Android operating system. I'm out.
Yeah. What the fuck is a vinyl processor? So you made it sound worse?
Well,
It just
That's
introduced
cool.
the background noise from a vinyl. Yeesh.
Quick debate question for y'all.
simulates the warmth and character of analog vinyl records.
So you get this on every song.
In the background.
Are y'all a bigger fan of listening to music through vinyl or just normal MP3?
Just give me fucking music.
Even if I was a fan of listening to vinyl, how do you do that anymore? Like,
So somebody gifted me one of those little like suitcase vinyl players
Yeah.
that closes and whatever. And it's cool. And somebody gifted it to me because they know I have a very large Beatles vinyl collection. It's all the original pressings of Beatles albums on vinyl.
right.
And I'm actually somebody that will play them. It's not
Yeah.
they're not like in little sealed frames and you can't touch them. Like they're playable. I appreciate that because I can listen to the original recording. Like as when people were still obsessed with the Beatles as they were hearing it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But the problem is that you can go buy turntables and all this stuff. And everybody's like, it's the sound of vinyl. I'm like, no, it's not the sound of vinyl. It's the sound of the $2,000 speakers you have plugged into that fucking record player.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the vinyl. Like, because, so you got a vinyl record and you're trying to tell me that the sound quality in the vinyl is better. And I go, okay, but the studio recording was done through digital mics
Yeah.
into a digital mixer and digitally mastered and then downgraded onto an analog
Yeah.
system for you to get that vinyl record.
And mechanically put on a piece of vinyl.
Now, if you're telling me that it's
in
just
mass
because
numbers.
you like to collect vinyl,
Yeah.
like you just like having the artifact of the records, cool, then just say that. I like things and I want to have a collection of
they
things.
ever made a vinyl player that loaded like a CD player, you know, where you stick it in and
Just slide it in.
like a great big fucking record? Like,
I guarantee you they
jukebox.
have. Yeah, that's how jukebox worked.
no,
Yeah.
They would take and flip
yeah,
it, but
they
Yeah.
do it. But I'm just saying like a
Oh, just like a single?
where you just like,
like I can get an in-dash record player for my car.
now that was a thing, but it only did 45s.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I don't know. That would be dope though. Just pick a dude, just like pull it
Like
in.
you have like an old 50s Bonneville, you know, or something.
Just reach in back and grab your
You're-
binder of 48 and
Yeah,
just
you have
flick. Flick.
Pull out a record and stick it into 8-foot wide dash.
Oh, that'd be great.
I know that my buddy had a vinyl player and it literally had an MP3 jack into it.
Yeah.
And I was like, what?
Yeah.
Like, I guess.
That little one that somebody gave me
Has
literally has a headphone jack to be able to go from like your MP3 player or your phone to play it through these shit speakers that are in this little. I was like, what is this? Let's figure out how bad we can make the audio. Like, because my little
I got you guys all beat.
My little Wonder Boom Bluetooth speaker will fucking make your ears bleed. It's so loud, and it's like the size of that cup.
Right.
My friend had an 8-track player.
8-track sounded great.
He had an
though.
8-track tape conversion. So you'd put the 8-track in, then you put your tape in the conversion, but the tape was a conversion to a CD player.
Jesus.
Oh, he was just stacking.
It's stacking conversions. And that sounded like shit.
I was supposed to say, what did that sound like on the back end? Like you were on the other side of a brick wall from the music? Like
Well, I'm sure the speakers were as old as the 8-track player. So
there's some people out there though that are still making like really high end, like tube drive.
have you seen a
preamps and,
tape
like,
CD conversion?
No.
So it's actually a tape with a cord that goes to your CD player.
no, you
Or
know
it
why?
goes to your headphone
Because
jack.
do you remember the shitty first car that we all had that we were doing shit like that,
Yeah.
motorless and stuff? His first car still had like power seats and
Right
leather
there,
and
third
a CD
picture.
player and everything because that's
Oh.
how.
Actually, I had one of these.
I remember
in,
I used to tell my sisters that I had a
See, I want to know how they are still the same price from fucking 25 years ago.
right.
Like
'cause
they
they're-
haven't changed.
They're still running on the original stock.
Jesus. Like that's the same price. I think
Well,
every one of
yeah,
those
they
I
were-
ever
they were
bought, I spent like
$9.99.
$10. on.
21% off, but with, you know,
But the
that's-
original price is $10.35.
My 99 Dodge had a tape and CD player
Yeah.
on the stock radio. I replaced it. Before I replaced it, I remember I was
Now look at
Given
an
my
8-track
sister's
tape conversion.
a ride somewhere one day, and I think I had like an iPhone 3 or some
Yeah.
shit, like a small one. And I stuck it in the tape player, and I'm like, "See, this one came with an iPhone holder."
That's awesome.
No, I actually had one of the tape conversion things.
For
on,
what?
On the Suburban.
No, 8-track to tape.
Or I'm sorry.
No, you
one of the,
didn't.
One of the tape, yeah. I had one of those so I could
Why
plug
didn't
in
you
my
just
phone.
use the CD changer? That was because you were plugging in your phone.
Yeah, I was plugging in my phone. Yeah, I had one of those. That was the closest I could get because it had one of the detachable
Faceplates.
Yeah, faceplates and everything.
Remember when
forgot
that was
that-
all the rage when you were like my 96 Sentra
That
and I
all-
would pull the tape or
That
pull
only
the cover
became
off?
all the rage to me after when I was living in Arizona. Like 3 of my stereos got stolen
Yeah.
that were worth like $100.
I totally forgot they even made those things until I got the bike, and the bike has one. And I'm like, holy shit.
What's
Like,
this button
I forgot this was a thing. Like, no, because we were all in that era where like you took out your stock head unit and you put in the better head unit so that you could, one, when Bluetooth became a thing, but then a better CD player, and all of us, like when they started making all those head units that would like move, like the little panels
Right.
would flip down and up and shit.
Or
and-
the whole screen would fold out.
yeah, and it was like when they made all that, or like it would come out and flip down, and that's where the CD slot was because we were making it complicated for no goddamn reason. Like,
Yeah.
and but then everybody was stealing them. I was like, so you're stealing $100 head unit to take it to a pawn shop for $20. So, okay,
Yeah.
now, damn, the stock ones are so damn good.
Oh, yeah.
Like, does your SUV have the new Ford one, the
Yeah.
big fuck you like iPad size screen in it,
Yeah.
the big vertical one?
Yeah.
They're cool though. I like the map system on that big one.
Like I like the stereo in my pickup.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
stereo in my Expedition is insane.
It's ridiculous.
It is
Yeah.
insane. Yeah.
I don't. And
Yeah.
now all the stereo competitions are nothing but just what decibel you can hit. Like
Yeah,
you can't
it's
hear
dumb.
anything.
No,
It's
you
just
can't hear anything
vibration.
at all. Yeah. And it's
But-
funny. It's like, oh, I just won. Like, what'd you win? I won this trophy. You're like, that's fucking cool. How much you have into your stereo system? 150 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
It's
an
a cool
$8
trophy, bro.
You have a $150,000 stereo
and a
ni-
cracked windshield. It's fucking
in a
awesome.
96 Blazer.
Yeah. It's got 18 batteries and 4 alternators.
Yeah. and you still haven't fixed the paint issue. Like, what the- but yeah, it's a weird world out there now.
Oh, what's in current events? Anything fun?
I don't want to talk about any of it.
I literally don't pay attention anymore.
It was a bad day today, I think. But
North Korea shot missiles.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is that time of year again?
Yeah, but the USS Nimitz happened to be in the area when that happened. So,
Oops.
yeah, it's weird. There's escalation of force by multiple different countries that are all kind of on the same page.
I don't get it. You know, the last time a bunch of shithole countries got together and got on the same page and decided to fuck with us, we bombed a country into not making people anymore. And now everybody's like, we can do it better. And it's like, you can't. You're using the same shit they did 80 years ago. It's like, it's the same shit. And we didn't.
yeah.
I want to find out. Have y'all seen these TikToks of that dude that does like the floating mouth thing over the countries and it's all the
Yeah,
countries
so
talking
funny.
shit to him? He's fucking hilarious, right?
He's going to be in Austin, I think, next month.
But he made a video about Dark Star from Top Gun. And it's like, and it turns out that
It's a real
it's a
plane.
real bird. And it was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Like, but I love in one of his stand-up or one of his little bits or whatever, it was like, we've made the last two fastest planes on the world. Did you think we weren't going to do it again?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the SR-72. I love the fact that they were like, well, 71 was
Yeah.
the fastest. This is slightly faster. So 72.
And you don't want to claim 22 or whatever the fuck year it came out.
Well, why not? It's just the next model line, right?
Yeah.
So you had the SR-71.
What does SR stand for? I can't read it.
I don't know.
I think it's surveillance and reconnaissance.
Yeah.
But
It
Yeah,
reached up
'cause
to
they're-
Mach 6, 4,000 miles an hour.
That's quick.
so the only thing fake from the movie was
Like
that he hit
what's
Mach 10.
what's a bullet go miles per hour? Like 1,700 if I remember right.
I don't know. We could do the conversion on the feet per second. Like, what was your competition? What was the muzzle velocity in your competition
3,000
rifle?
is a good average.
So 3,000 FPS. You could extrapolate that out. You could do 3,000 FPS converted to miles per hour, 1,700 miles per hour.
Okay.
What did I say?
Nobody's shocked that the soda constructor knows your fucking miles per hour. But that also means that bird is 2.5 times as fast as a bullet.
As a bullet. And it's got a lot more mass.
Apparently,
Yeah, but it doesn't get up to speed as fast.
That's
No,
you know what?
no, but it
That would be
I
terrifying.
don't think it stops it. I take it back.
All right.
It could stop as fast.
imagine going 4,000 miles an hour and you shoot a missile and it just goes backwards.
Right?
You just hit the guy chasing you by firing a missile. I think that's how that would work. I don't know.
Do you think it would hit itself? Like, do you think the initial drag would slow it down and then a rocket would kick in and it would slam into the back of the plane?
I think at that point, I'd just like open a hatch and drop a hand grenade out.
Well, I don't think they carry bombs or anything. Like the
Or probably,
Blackbird didn't carry any.
So I
arms.
got a
probably why
question
they
for you. What's the scarier bullet? The bullet that leaves the barrel at 3,000 feet per second, or the bullet that takes off?
Out of a gun going 4,000 miles an hour?
No. I'm talking about, so in a rifle,
Yeah.
you fire the bullet and it takes off at, what's takeoff velocity for an aircraft?
It depends on the aircraft.
yeah, anywhere between 60 and
Say a
200
jet.
miles an hour.
Like, what's it take to get like an F-35 off the ground?
I think they're like 160.
Yeah.
150 to
Yeah.
180 miles an hour.
For
Okay.
a 737.
So that's 10% of max velocity of a bullet.
so he'd be leaving the barrel.
So
at
leaves the barrel at 300 feet per second.
No, it wouldn't even go out the barrel.
No, let's just, you just got to walk this hypothetical with me, right? So it leaves a barrel at 300 feet per second. And as it gets closer to you, it just starts getting faster and faster. Like, what's the scarier round? The one that's leaving really fast or the one that you're just like, what the fuck is that?
The one that's leaving really fast.
The one
Because
that-
the one that's going slow.
The one that comes slow would be something that Mikey might actually be able to dodge.
That thing would veer off at the last second.
Oh, I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
It would be much harder to use the one that gained velocity as
Yeah.
opposed to losing velocity. Maybe not. I don't know.
You don't talk about a ballistic nightmare.
Yeah.
Your
Trigonometry doesn't even cover this shit.
Your drop at 50 is horrendous, but at 500, you don't drop at all.
Your drop just gets better and better as it goes.
Well, fuck, man.
So
So
we're
we're
ju-
dial like 8.6 at it for a 75-yard target.
You
What
got
are
this
you
guy-
going to dial to grand? 2.
We're just talking 203 trajectory. And yeah, he's over there. Cool.
That's funny.
Yeah, I saw 72.
And what the first time it was like confirmed was in Top Gun, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, so they were talking about Operation Dark Star, and he's supposed to be this test pilot in the new Top Gun.
Yeah.
Not the old, in the new Top Gun. And he's testing this thing, and of course, you know, they do the whole like, we're coming to shut you down. And he's like, no, you're not. I'm just going to take this
Yeah.
$1 billion aircraft and go do what I want with it. And It's
Yeah.
like, that's not how this works, but oh, sure.
Yeah.
So
It's Tom Cruise. He gets to do what he wants.
does that mean that Tom Cruise got read in on like top secret
Had to
meetings?
have. Had to have. Because that Dark Star thing, it was like,
So
from what I can tell, that
Well,
was actually
but
like the mission
If
name
he
for it.
really got read into top secret shit, he probably would have known that you can't eject at Mach 10. You would become,
Nothing.
pink mist.
yeah, pink mist.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
At that point, if you have a bird that goes that fast, I don't even, do they even put an eject seat in it? Like, it's just like, look,
You know,
if this goes bad,
They should. They should put the button in all the warning signs, and then if they push that button on the screen, it says LOL.
right, that's it.
Your seat doesn't eject, nothing opens.
You hit the button, you hear the bang, but it's just confetti. It's just
It's like an ink bomb they
Shit.
put in when you rob banks.
Right.
The whole canopy's.
Justin, Google how fast
Is it a
can you
boy
be
or a
going?
girl?
When what's the max speed that you can eject at? I'm just curious. It's probably around 300 or 400 miles an hour. Anything past that, you're just going to break shit.
700 knots.
810.
Oh shit!
810. God, that would suck.
6
so
pilots have
bad.
ejected at speeds exceeding
Fuck
810 miles an hour.
Me.
Well, they're in a seat that holds you perfectly. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
But yeah, that's faster than I thought it would be.
That's got to be
So, I mean,
immense damage
Oh,
that
God.
you're taking
Yeah.
still.
but at that, well, you are moving at the speed of the aircraft.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're not hitting any wind
Yeah.
resistance.
Right. But now that's gonna fuck you up.
Fuck.
But it's not that all of a sudden now you're moving 800
No.
because you were.
It's you're hitting
No,
resistance. now.
that's.
But it's all of a
what
sudden
fucks
it's
you
just
up.
like
It's like if you imagine driving 400 miles an hour and then putting your arm out the window as fast. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You'd be like, you
Gone.
know, like
Well, so
And that's how you dislocate a shoulder.
yeah.
So I can lend a little bit of information to that because when my mom was in the Air Force, she was an ejection seat technician. And those things run on like, I think it's an angle about, yeah, it's a little higher than 45. I think it's about a 60-degree angle. So they
Yeah, it's
run
not
on a track.
it's not straight up.
Yeah, so
It's-
they run on a track and it shoots you up at an angle. So your entry into the wind stream is reduced
Yeah, but
by
I think
a certain
that's
factor.
I think that's a lot like I've kicked you in the nuts, but only the left one.
yeah,
It's
yeah. No,
this
it's-
is still gonna suck.
Yeah.
no
but-
argument.
But if I had to choose between it's gonna suck and you're gonna die in a
Yeah.
fiery ball of
What,
death, like
this chance versus that chance,
Yeah.
I'll take the
Yeah, either way, I'm dying.
yeah.
speaking of which, you still looking to get a dyno?
Somebody got one for sale.
My boy that bought his, he's had it 60
Don't want
days.
it anymore.
No, he's like, think about getting rid of it to get a bagger. I'm like,
We'll talk after.
yeah.
You mean after he turned it into a bagger? Kind of?
Well, he turned it into a shitty cruiser.
Yeah.
So, but this is a lot like now I want to get rid of it now that I've put $3,000 into trying to make it what I want, and it's just
Yeah.
not meant to be what I want. So now I'm going to get rid of it and just eat the $3,000.
Yeah, it's a problem with your first bikes.
Yeah. What was your first bike, Scott?
Oh, that's
An R6.
R6?
Oh, that's right, 'Cause
John?
You were. I
CBR.
got told that story because your mom said your cousins.
I begged for a motorcycle my junior and senior year. My senior year, my mom finally caved but only after she talked to my uncles.
That's what it was.
All my uncles told her that make sure I don't get anything bigger than a 600. So I got a 600 crotch rocket, which was
An R6.
yeah, which is 108. I think I hit 180 miles an hour on it. So
Yeah.
thanks, Mom.
My first bike was a CBR 600RR.
Just a little get around. Just a little
Yeah, I mean,
little putt. Just a little.
Yeah.
It's like a scooter.
How old were you when you got it?
Oh fuck. Probably 23,
Okay.
24 is a couple years after I got out of the military. I rode like nonstop. I had dirt bikes, 4-wheelers, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I didn't have a street bike till
Yep.
after I got out of the military.
I think I was 12 when I got my dad's RD350A. It's a 2-stroke 2-cycle.
And that was all downhill. I've had fucking, I don't even know how many bikes I've had by now.
But you were a big.
Probably 15.
Both of you were big sport bike people. It was all.
Just in high school. Well,
But you stayed on sport bikes for a while.
Well, so I rode both. But I had more fun at the time on sport bikes. But we were doing, like I was doing track days and all kinds of shit like that. And I had Harleys and old like Honda, I had a 1970 CB750 that was built into like an Easy Rider chopper, that 6-foot sissy bar on the back. It was a fucking death trap. It had a rear drum brake and that was it. It was fucking sketchy as shit.
Just fuck engine brake, bro. You're fine.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was I rebuilt that whole thing, put it all back together. I rode it like maybe 6 times and then I put it up for sale. And the guy who bought it, it was his first bike. And I was like, I don't feel comfortable selling this to you. He's like, do you want the money or not? And I'm like, I do.
That's a fair argument, sir.
Thanks. Here's title, the whole fucking night. Good luck, man.
Yeah.
As soon as you step off the driveway, it's not my problem anymore. Like, good luck.
I haven't had that many bikes. I had the R6, and then I had a Honda Magna, and then I've had 2 Warriors.
Mhm.
So I've only had the 4 bikes.
I too had a CB750, and that was one that my stepbrother got, and it was a drag bike.
Yeah.
So the rear had been
They're
converted
fucking
to
quick.
It was.
They're quick
It
bikes.
was. It was set up with an air shifter, had a tank on the wheelie bars on the tail. Dad still has a wheelie bars floating around somewhere, but it had a 1/4-inch steel plate for a seat and had a 4-inch lip on the backside to hold your nutsack.
Yep.
There's a cat.
There was a kidney punching motherfucker.
There's a cat here in town that he works for one of the dealerships, and he rides this thing to the dealership every fucking day. But that fucking seat is literally it's a polished piece of steel. It just kind of goes like this, and that's the seat. And I'm like, and a fucking suicide shifter, like the whole night. And I'm like, and he's legitimately older than all of us, and I'm looking at it going like, there's no fucking way I'd put my spine on that thing. Like you can look at it and go like, do you go above 12? Like, is that where you're capping out on this bike?
Yeah, when your suspension is the spring under your seat.
And that's all he's got.
Yeah.
And those are those fucking egg-shaped chrome ones that don't compress anyways.
Yeah.
It's just there to look right. And I'm like, yeah, no.
You ever rode a bike with a suicide shifter
No.
and a foot clutch?
No.
So I've ridden a couple of them, and it takes a fucking lot to get used to. But I got to have some fun when I was overseas in Europe. I was teaching an MSF class on base in Germany, and one of the guys, one of the other instructors there, he had a bike that he would teach all the classes and all that kind of shit with, and then he had one that had a suicide clutch on it. And so the last day he rode that because the instructors weren't riding, we're just grading at that point. And he brought it in, and I was like, we kick all these fucking students out of here. I was like, I want you to run me through the class on your bike.
With the suicide.
And he's like, done. And I'm like, okay, I failed everything. But I was just like, I just want to see. Like, I want to see if I can do it. That's it, really. And
I could see it. Like, if you got your hands on like an older one.
But like,
I could see doing it like if you were. Like when my wife and I go get it fucking $5 cocktails and stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm never going to break like 35 or 40 miles an hour. But when you did your
class, imagine doing it.
No.
Nope.
I'm not going to lie. So there was you guys know where my store is. And we have all those parking lots. Well, one of them, two of them is painted off for the different stages of the MSF course. one's for the advanced course
Yeah.
and one is for the basic
Yep.
rider course. And they were out there doing their course, and I saw the bikes they were on, and I was like, motherfucker.
Jim.
Like, if I could have taken it on that, I'd have been so much happier than that piece of shit I did it on.
Yeah.
Because when I did it through Harley, they had these fucking crash bars on the bike,
Oh yeah. So
That
nobody
were-
damaged the bikes.
2.5 feet wide off of each end. So the buddy that I did the course with, he failed his during the U-turn because he actually cut the U-turn so tight, and the bike was in motion, totally balanced, but he cut it so tight it caught the crash bar and stopped the bike, and they counted it as a drop.
That's funny.
It never touched
Yeah.
the bike, and had that bar not been there, he 100% would have
Right.
done the, what is it, 14? It's a 14-foot
It depends
U-turn?
on the size of your bike.
Well, it's an MSF course.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah,
the
but
box they
it
give you, I
depends
think,
on-
is 14 or 16 feet that you have to do
Yeah,
the
but
U-turn
it
in.
depends on the CCs of your motorcycle.
It was a 500
They have
cc motorcycle.
two different ones. You get, I think on that you guys get the smaller circle.
I think it's 14 feet. He would have done it in like 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
But because of that crash bar, it
Yeah.
failed him. And it was like, and then I saw these dudes. At the same time, I didn't want to take the course because I showed up on a Can-Am Spider. I was like, the instructor obviously rode a Spider there. And I was like,
How are you going to demo this shit?
what? I guess he was using one of the student
Okay.
bikes, or I don't know, but it was a little troublesome that the guy was on a Spider and teaching the motorcycle course. Bothered me. How was falling out of airplanes, buddy?
I did not. No, I got down there and aggravated something in my knee. Wound up with a little muscle knot behind my knee that I wasn't exactly sure what the fuck it was. So I didn't want to take the risk of jumping and possibly having a torn ligament or something like that in there. And so I just held off. I mean, the thing is, like, for me, catching a jump is fine, but being down there is more important. You know, getting a chance to get reset, getting a chance to see people that I see twice a year. Had an absolute blast. World War II veteran Vince Speranza was there. First of the 506, I think. I can't remember for sure. But he had a 98th birthday while he was there.
He did the tandem jump, right?
He did a tandem jump
Yeah.
with Skydive Practice lead guy Art Schaefer, who is probably one of the coolest dudes on the fucking planet. Just so laid back and chill. But Vince said the cardiologist cleared him, so he was able to jump. Got a tandem out of the C-47, out of the Tyco Bell. So bunch of dudes jumped with them. Josh Felker, friend of ours, Lone Star handgun owner. Mikey was on that stick as well. So
Good. Glad to know that you guys are making sure gravity still works.
yeah.
Every once in a while, you get to test it.
Yeah.
Just make sure it's still on.
Just got to make sure it's still there.
Yeah, we made sure to test it. We tested it about 4 or 5 times with people going to the hospital too. So, but I mean, skydiving and parachuting is inherently dangerous. You're throwing yourself out of an aircraft and hoping that a big pile of silk will slow you enough to land safely. So, sometimes Mother Nature has other choices. But yeah,
So, in other news, I think it is important that our producer extraordinaire
be recognized.
be recognized because today's his birthday.
Atta boy.
Yeah, you made it around the sun one more time. So on the day that you have no choosing of yours, that you came screaming into this world because your mom fucked your dad,
You have such a way with
we get
words.
to celebrate you, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, 2 sweaty middle-aged people just got
God
together and
damn
made
it.
you, and
Oh.
yeah,
dude. Someone help, please.
yeah.
Oh no, this is most enjoyable watching you squirm over there.
Nothing sexier than a medical alert bracelet. It's just so. But it is your birthday, buddy, and happy birthday.
Happy
We all
birthday.
fucking appreciate you.
Appreciate it, guys.
So
I'm getting old.
You know, fuck
Shut the
you.
fuck
I've been waiting all day to say that.
what's fucked up is that my birthday comes and goes. I don't give a fuck. Every time he gets older, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that we too are older.
Yeah.
Of course, that's getting to the point where every time I wake up, it's like, oh, that didn't fucking hurt yesterday.
Yeah.
What did I do?
But at least 4 of us can grow beards.
Hey, I'm hoping this year's my fucking puberty
Is
year.
this your
yeah,
year?
This is the year I hit puberty, boys.
So believe it or not, there was 2 birthday gifts I was looking at. There was the one I gave you,
Which is awesome.
and then there was another one that I was looking at because there's a company out there that literally their tagline was like, "Can't grow a beard? We can help." And it was like it's like a whole kit with like this weird little face roller and like it's like Miracle Grow for facial hair and shit.
So I've actually been getting served like Facebook ads and shit for that for like the last 2 years.
So now you're telling us that the phones also have access to the cameras and they
100%.
and they pay
yeah.
attention to what we look like. Huh?
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely. Surprised we haven't got like Rogaine or anything.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, what the fuck are you saying here?
I don't get those ads.
Fair. Yeah.
See how good that works.
Oh shit. So I want to apologize for my fucking voice. I wish I had a better story other than I fucking
Allergies.
Yeah, I went I camped over the weekend and thought I was doing the good fight and tried to onboard like as much like anti this, that, and the other. And nope.
Yeah.
And literally ended up sneezing so hard I fucking blew my throat out. So
At least it was your throat.
Yeah.
what?
The other end is hurts
Yeah.
worse.
And you know what? Fair. Fucking fair. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the allergy shit going on right now too.
yeah, I think that's why all of us are so like
Yeah.
fucking out of it. It's hard to be excited when it's hard to fucking breathe.
I'm good today. Yesterday it got me a little bit.
You know?
Yesterday afternoon, I was like, oh, this sucks. I woke up this morning and I'm like, okay.
I spent the week in Florida, so I kind of got a reset for that too. So otherwise, I'd probably be sounding like you guys do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had another birthday too. Our friend Big Jim had his birthday over
He
the
did.
fucking
Yeah.
over the weekend, so.
Yeah. We caught the tail end of his celebrations.
I was unfortunately out of town, but I've got his gift and everything. I just I didn't get to see him on his birthday, so
Yeah.
Boys, I saw something that actually reminded me of y'all. So Adam Sandler won some big award for Jazz. You might know what it is. It's for his movies. It's a comedy award from. Fuck, I can't remember the name, but essentially he had all of his friends come up, or the producers of the award show had him come up and say like some nice words to him, and all it was is it turned into an Adam Sandler roast. And
Yeah.
all
is
I
that the
could
one where he
picture-
gave that horrible speech that was supposedly written by his daughters?
I haven't seen,
But the vocabulary was that of like a college educated person, so it obviously
Yeah.
wasn't his daughters. It was like a self roast.
No, it wasn't him saying anything. It was Steve Buscemi and the guy from Saturday Night Live, blonde dude.
The guy
that
from
narrows it
Saturday
down,
Night Live.
You got to
I'm
realize
horrible with
there's
actors'
like
names.
120 years of Saturday Night Live right here.
Has it really been around that long?
No, it ended like what 5-6 years ago, I think.
Yeah, something like that. But they ran for fucking 40 years.
But essentially,
35, yeah.
like all of his friends it was just 5 minutes of roasting, and then
Yeah.
at the end they were like, he's an all right dude. But I was like, this is 100% what I would expect if any one of the Freedom Friends got an award. It'd be like, oh, I get to go talk shit in front of a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I would expect nothing less from any of you if I ever wound up doing something stupid enough to get me an award like that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A lot of that just comes back to who your friends are.
Oh, absolutely.
If any of us for some reason had some birthday party or whatever, the people that need up and speak.
Imagine if they had Purple Heart acceptance speeches. What Mikey would.
Speaking of that, Mikey got up behind the microphone down in Palaca
Yeah.
this past week.
You mean Mikey had a chance to talk in public and he took advantage of it?
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't necessarily even need to be in public, but no, Vince did a speech, which was pretty cool. But at the end of it, they drew the names for the raffles, and one of the raffles was a rifle that had been built by one of the jumpers that has an FFL up in Washington. And the guy that won it lives in California and was unable to take possession of it due to being in California. So they auctioned it off, and they put Mikey on the microphone to auction this thing off, and it brought $6,500 for the team.
Hell yeah.
So,
Nice.
but he
That's
had
awesome.
he had a lot of fun. He threw a lot of Mikey into that auction line. So it was good.
Good. I don't care who you throw by the mic. If it's raising money for a good organization, then
Right.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Oh, Scott, your dream might be coming true. TikTok might get banned.
Yeah.
Y'all been seeing a bunch of that trial?
Yeah.
I mean, I like TikTok.
it was all well and good till they confirmed that it's logging keystrokes, and that's kind of a
Yeah.
Outside
that's
of
a-
the
I,
Wow.
I
That's
thought
a
I thought
no-go.
I thought it was the new hashtag Buffy Trace that was going to kill it. But
for the love of God, don't call it Buffy Trace.
That was the most divisive. So many people were like,
Yeah.
"This drink is now known as Buffy Trace."
Yeah.
Good.
hashtag Buffy Trace.
There was a guy that lip synced that whole video and did one of those where he just changed clothes, was a different character.
Of us
That
talking about
yeah, it was
whole
great.
video.
What?
Now he was talking shit on it, but it was done so well.
Yeah, it was
and was
funny.
so hilarious.
Dude,
went
I
on-
will take a solid insult. Like
Oh, there's if you read the comments,
Actually,
you,
Jazz,
you
I-
took a lot of them.
I sent it to you.
did you?
Yeah.
See, that actually goes to show you how much I actually use TikTok.
Right?
You did get
Because I was
that.
like, I could have sworn I sent it to everyone.
You got that one I sent you though with the tour pack conversion though.
Yes, that was fucking sweet.
Believe it or not, I know like whatever, this show's getting popular in social media, and that's our. I fucking hate social media. Like I'm never on it. Like I never post. So all of you freedom friends out there that keep sending me random fucking friend requests, you're not going to get any information from me. Like I never fucking post.
Actually,
Like,
there was a listener that sent it to me.
oh really?
Yep. And then I sent it out to everybody else.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I'm like,
Now
what
I
the
wanna
fuck is
watch it.
this?
Let
I
me
clicked
guess.
on it.
It's funny.
Let me guess. It's some fucker that's standing in front of his wall of personal collection bourbon.
Well,
He's got
it's-
some home bar.
That's exactly
what
it
It
is.
is, isn't it? Yeah, fucking.
They're a review channel, I think, like a
What is
whiskey
it called?
review or
Bourbon
something.
of the Week.
No,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, so
It's done well. It's funny.
I'm not saying it's
I
not
like it.
quality, but it's one of these fucking bourbon drinkers that's got a bunch of remarkably full bottles on a wall behind him because
Now-
he doesn't actually drink
Well,
the
the best
shit.
part is we got more views on that video than probably
You know
the
what?
past 2 dozen that he's made.
By all means.
So fucking keep doing it.
Please go stitch and copy and use the audio of our shit. I will absolutely take your advertising. I fucking appreciate
I
it.
thought it was funny that like most people, I think they thought we did that just for TikTok.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh, these guys are just doing it for the views. No,
That's just how
we
we feel.
literally cut this out of a goddamn podcast where
No. We don't do anything. We sit behind the
Yeah,
mics
yeah.
and talk.
I don't do
Justin
shit.
decides that he wants to
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
these 30 to 60 second clips and doesn't tell us shit about them
And I
until
want to
they're
let you
published.
know,
and we were called a bunch of hipsters, which I think is hilarious because
we got called hipsters.
I think I was
the number one comment is a bunch of bearded hipsters.
Yes.
Or
Oh,
whiskey
yes.
hipsters.
Was I
That's the
not?
first
Was
time in my
I? Was I
life.
not wearing the
yeah.
I feel like that night I was wearing the iClub Hippies T-shirt,
I will check right now.
which would be
That's
funny.
fucking great. That's
Just
the
for
first time I've ever
total
been called
clarity,
a hipster.
I was in a whiskey bar 3 days after that had both of those fucking bourbons on the wall.
And you still didn't drink
And a
either
guy
one.
ordered one, and I was like, don't do that. Save your money and order the other. Like, that was not for views. I 100% think that fucking bourbon is the most overrated piece of shit on the planet.
You're wearing your mediocre at best shirt.
Okay.
You know what? It's still fucking.
Yep. Yeah, we
Yeah, we-
really lit some fire under some people's asses with
Yeah.
that video.
A lot of people agreed with this, and
Yeah.
some of them personally attacked you, Jazz.
Good.
Yeah, it's funny.
You know what? I am glad that you could take a break from your life of meaningless to make fun of a dude that's fucking is on a mediocre podcast on the
we should
internet.
all dress up as hipsters and do a complete hipster show.
I'm in.
Where like
Yes.
everything that we talk about is hipster, whether we
mean,
know about it or not.
I
Like
don't
it's
know.
just straight
100%.
bullshitting for an hour.
to make the bourbon hipsters happy, could I have some more ice to pour this bourbon on though? Because
I know that's not how this works.
Could you just pass me the bucket?
You
then?
get one ice cube.
just
sir.
that?
That's it.
That's not going to work.
But actually, you shouldn't even do that because it's not purified. Can you see through your ice? Is it crystal clear?
It's pure now. Can I
Okay.
get some ice?
That's all we needed.
Perfect.
We
Thank
just
you.
needed some purification liquid added. Now we can.
I don't
Let me
know that
make
I
sure
can.
this is very clean.
That's got South Texas. That's got South Texas cedar in it right there. That's
I'll
fucking,
take a little bit more.
do you need me to purify your cup for you? Oh, fuck.
Well, you just purified in my cup.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did we really get called hipsters?
Oh,
I
that's
gotta go.
great.
Let me go read some of the comments. 'Cause they're
Oh,
pretty
please
funny.
do.
So here, I got y'all.
Okay.
So one that had a lot of likes is the as he dumps ice in his glass, which just I was happy with that one because so many people went
Are like,
under
"Fuck
and
you,"
were like,
yeah.
"Fuck off."
That's good.
I'm sorry. It was bearded bourbon hipsters was the comment.
Yeah, that's what we are. I mean, we drink a lot of bourbon.
Do you know why we drink so many different bourbons? People give it to us because if we had to go shopping for it,
but
it
do you
would
know
just
that-
be Jameson.
Do you
every-
know the real reason I drink a lot of bourbon? Because I like to get fucked up.
Yeah,
Bourbon of the
I
Week
like
wants
bourbon.
to know
Yeah.
if they can make T-shirts. # Buffy Trace.
No, because Mikey and I were already talking about that in Palaca. That's ours.
I'll make that
That
shirt.
is ours.
I'll make that shirt.
Yeah, put it on redacted.
Redacted supply by the end of the week. This comes out Wednesday, right?
Wednesday, yeah.
By the end of the week, there will be a # Buffy Trace shirt on redacted.
Yep. Let's see. We are know-it-all bourbon guys.
Even though they said we know nothing,
I'll bet $100 they don't know who the owner of Buffalo Trace is.
Why do I need to?
because you said you talked to
Yep.
him.
I didn't say I talked to them. I said I didn't say I talked to them. I said they said it was a mistake.
Yeah.
Like I sat down with the owners of Buffalo Trace.
Ready?
Kind of the way it came by.
Buffalo Trace said that the biggest mistake they ever made was Papi Van Winkle.
Oh God! Don't ever do that again.
So that comment made everybody like call you out for
They did
not
say
knowing
it.
who the owner is.
They did say it.
That's what
They
he
didn't
said.
say it
He said
to
you can-
me.
It was in like an interview.
It was in
You
an
can go
interview.
Google it.
Yeah. But I'm just saying.
People thought that
I
Jack sat
didn't
down
say
for dinner with the guy.
You're
Yeah.
goddamn right. I know them all. By the way, all the bourbon distilleries, it's all one. It's just one big barrel, and then they just put different labels on it.
They put different taps. So
It's just different taps. and
Whichever
they pull it,
tap
yeah.
out of the same barrel. That's
So and that's it. That's the only difference.
But no,
It's all the same shit.
I laughed for hours.
I'm gonna have to go read these fucking comments.
How many comments are there?
Oh, there's only like 50 or 60.
Oh, I feel like there's more than that.
513.
Oh wow!
I have 140 on mine.
You can't count.
140 right there.
Is that?
Oh no, that's no. He's talking about the original video, not the
on
sound
ours?
of it.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
talking about the ones that they did.
You know what? Goal accomplished. I can fucking quit now. Somebody else actually used our sound to go fucking make their own video. Thanks
Right.
for the ad. What is it? Bourbon Weekly?
Bourbon of the Week.
Thanks for the fucking advertising, by the way, bud.
Well,
I fucking appreciate
we
you.
reached out and thanked him, and they said, "What? Thanks for having a good sense of humor." And,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, we went and said, even though you have a different opinion, we still think this is hilarious and it made us laugh. Cheers. Which I feel like is a very fucking grown up thing to say.
Yeah.
If you're like close at all, I'd love to have you on the fucking show.
Ooh,
I'd love to fucking talk to you.
there we go.
Yeah.
And he said, glad y'all are good sports. This is way too good of an audio clip not to use, but y'all already knew that.
See, everybody thought we did that
Yeah.
just for TikTok.
No.
Like they listen to the episode. Like you should put the episode number. Well, I guess it
Yeah.
is on ours.
Mhm.
But I mean, if people listen to the whole episode, I think they would realize.
I feel like we need to make one of those
that it was-
disclaimers that says like, warning, this is 60 seconds of an hour and a half podcast.
Yes.
my favorite comments are the guys that'll be like, I guess people will say anything just to get some views.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker,
Yes,
putting
that's
micro-
why we have a podcast.
you're on TikTok right now or any social media platform. The whole purpose that people post there is to get likes and comments.
Our long,
I don't know if you know
How
this
this
or
works.
not.
And the best part about this is I may have been in that clip. I don't post a goddamn thing to TikTok. Like I literally have no posts on TikTok.
I've never posted.
Not one time.
I don't think I've ever commented. Like I literally have an account so that I can watch other people. Like
Yeah.
You know, the best part is the four of us can sit here and say that nothing that Freedom Friends has ever been done has been posted by us on TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah.
The four of us can.
Yep. You fucking nerd.
Someone's got to keep this shit going.
But yes, the long format show using a small format platform to increase the views on our long format show. This is called marketing.
And they're doing it for us.
But
And you're doing it for me.
But
And
by
by the
the-
way, the reason that you're willing to go spend big money on all that bullshit bourbon that you're fucking saying is the best in the world is because they marketed to you
because of TikTok.
with short format shit, and you went, oh fuck, you should get my hard-earned ducats for this bullshit.
Yeah.
So you went and spent whatever money you needed on that thing because somebody else's short-form content convinced you to fucking do it.
And yeah, we like it's not like we like,
So you should go spend your money
know
on
what?
hashtag Buffy Trace because
That's
it's
it,
fucking outstanding.
we
I'm outraged. I'm outraged that China is forcing me to spend my money on bourbon.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah. Like I can't believe.
I mean, but the comments are like we sat down before and we're like, this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna talk about.
Clearly they don't listen to the show.
If we talk shit on Buffy Trace or no on fucking
Pappy.
Pappy,
Yeah.
then you know we're gonna get a lot of views.
I'll shit on your
Yeah,
Pappy. I don't give a
that's
fuck.
absolutely not at all
Yeah.
what we do.
Clearly they have no idea. How
When was the
we do
last
our
time we
show.
sat down and decided what the fuck we were talking about this show
I
before
think
things got turned on?
right before the first episode, we talked about making sure the equipment worked.
The only time I can think that we sort of have a plan is when all of us were aware we were going to have a guest, which is also rare.
Yes.
When all of us know
Yeah.
there's going to be a guest, because there's been a
But
lot of
that's-
times we're like,
that's
by
ex-
the way, we have a dude coming tonight. It's
That's
like,
the
oh fuck.
extent of it. We don't ever really talk about what we're
We're
going to
all
talk
prepared
about.
for the debate. We
No, we're
know
not.
that a question's going to be asked.
We know there will be a question.
That's it.
Yeah.
We don't know what question. We don't know if we have no idea about anything
Oh,
else. We just
fuck.
know that there's going to be a question. Sometimes it's just a statement. It's not even a question.
You know what I just realized the irony of? We're all about hashtag Buffy Trace. I don't think we have fuck all from that distillery.
Well, that's what people were saying too, that we've never tried it before.
What, Pappy?
Yeah.
I've had it all.
I know.
It's all trash.
Yeah.
It's not trash. It's just overrated.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's good because there's nothing that
It
comes
is-
out of Buffalo Trace that isn't good.
Right.
It's just
all Buffalo Trace Distillery is good. I
it's
like
all,
everything.
Everything that comes out of
Yeah.
that distillery is awesome. It's just that is overrated as shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think we have anything.
I'm willing to bet that we've had more empty bottles of bourbon and whiskey on this show
Than most of those
than
fucking
most of these people that do the reviews have in their inventory.
Now-
That's because we're just a bunch of bearded
Now,
bourbon hipster.
I
I
will-
want that shirt too.
I will
Can we
say-
make that just says bearded bourbon hipster?
Yeah.
I want that fucking
Couple
shirt.
of BBHs out here.
Yeah. Fuck a BBW when you can have a BBH.
Yep. I will say the guys that did the spoof of ours, they had a hell of a good selection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen some videos of guys out there that have like, they go over to their collection, like in
Yeah.
a brief video, and they're like, I have 846 different bottles of booze.
See,
Hey, bourbon review fucker, what should I drink then?
And
You-
but
you
the
fucking-
difference
you make a
between what
recommendation.
they do on their podcast is they have all of that booze so that they can talk about the booze. We have all of that booze so we can get the fuck drunk and talk shit. Like we don't, you know what I mean?
We are probably the only
we drink more of it. I promise.
we are probably
you.
the only bourbon drinking podcast that has had a meeting offline that said like, hey, we should probably slow down because Tuesdays
Yeah.
are getting a little fucking rough.
But it didn't stop us.
But we had the discussion.
we've had that
John.
I
conversation.
guarantee I've drank more booze and I've paid zero attention to it than
Yeah.
like bottle. Like I'm drinking. I hate makers. I am not a fan of makers.
Yeah, but you can't breathe right now.
right now I
so-
can't breathe, which means I can't really taste it.
So it doesn't matter.
And this is my second.
You could drink military special right now, the plastic half
Yeah.
gallon.
This is my second glass.
Maybe not actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we're drinking Broken Fence single barrel.
Son of a bitch, you did send it to me.
I did.
Scott's drinking responsibly right now. He's not wasting good whiskey on a bad palate.
Exactly.
He's drinking responsibly.
I mean, we might still have a bottle of Grow Your Ass Off over there on the shelf.
We had a
too.
bottle of triple last week that Jim was going to mix with the Coke. And I would not let him.
All you bourbon review fuckers.
Almost all of us.
How's that triple taste?
Almost all of us fucking point break to that shit. Was
Yeah,
like,
we're like, fuck no.
Because
You're going to mix it with...
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that is the hottest take that this show has had. Apparently, that has definitely made the most people the most angry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What, that Pappy's overrated?
Yeah.
All right, look, okay, whatever. It's been out there. We fucking said it.
Yeah.
And
none of us said Pappy was bad.
I just said it was overrated.
Yeah. I think the conclusion is like, I would, yeah. If I could buy it for $65, I would have a bottle of it.
You know what? If I could buy it just for retail, just
Well,
for what they fucking say the MSRP is, I would probably keep it on my bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can buy so many other bourbons
Yeah.
that are
What's that
as good, if not better.
scotch that I drank on Christmas?
Glenn.
Let me find. I took a picture of it.
The one you brought the
bottle.
bottle. No, that
No, the one I took the
ridiculous
picture
before
because it
you
was
came.
fucking
Yeah.
retarded. Let me find it real quick.
How much
Did I
is-
tell you? So you know my friend Steve.
Mhm.
So
He was in today.
and now you're a fan.
Yeah.
Because he's a great fucking dude.
He's a good dude.
So I was at his house the other day. Because I took him a bottle of Eagle Rare.
It was
And,
Macallan 1861.
Those dated ones. Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not a Scotch drinker. I'd enjoy a glass of that just cause. But I went to his house. I brought him a bottle of Eagle Rare. And to read. So he was like, well, you can't bring me a bottle and we don't have
Right.
some. Because that's just the kind of guy Steve is, right? So now this is like 1:30 in the afternoon on like a fucking Tuesday. And I went and dropped this bottle off.
That's all right. You were done with work for the week.
I mean, you're not wrong. So, and he was like, oh, I have something for you, by the way. And he came out and he brought me a Robusto. And I recognized it. You guys would recognize it because you can look at the band and you can instantly fucking recognize it. And it was a Partagas Serie D number 4.
Oh, I like those.
Nice. That's one of my
Yeah.
favorites.
It's a fantastic cigar. And I was like, and I'm looking at it and I'm like, it looked at the coil in the end. Like I've seen enough of them that I can realize when somebody's giving me a real one versus. And the only thing that I noticed was the wrapper and everything. I was like, man, this thing is fucking thin. Now Cuban wrappers are pretty thin anyways, but I was like, this is thin. So I cut it, I light it. I'm drinking my bourbon. We get about 10 minutes in the gun. He's like, what do you think of the cigar? And I was like, I'm not a big Cuban fan. There's like 5 to 7 Cubans that I really enjoy. Most of them, I think they overfarm. But there's some that are really the Bolivar Gold Medal, the Serie D number 4. There's some that are they're very good and they've maintained their consistency. He's like, well, enjoy that one because that one's from 1959. And I was like, fuck you, buddy. It's 1:30 on a Tuesday.
Why don't you tell me this before I light this bitch?
Right.
And I'm like, guess I'm in for the ride now. Like, it was like, it's not like you can be like, well, fuck. Like, so 1:30 on a Tuesday afternoon, I'm sitting on the back patio of Steve's. I was like,
1959.
I was like, days don't get much better. I was like, how the fuck did you get this? Like when he was like, I actually had a whole box of them. And then he went into this whole, it's not my story to tell, so I won't, but he went into this whole story about how he had this like inventory of these Series D number 4s from people that he knew and stuff like that. And I was like, dude, I brought you some booze. Like this is like wedding day kind of like rarity. Like this is, and we're just like,
afternoon.
we're chilling on your patio furniture on a Tuesday. Like, and that's when you just go like, you are goals, sir. Like this is what I want my life to be. Like it's just, what is it? 1:30 on a Tuesday, break out the 59 Partagas. Like it's fuck, man. But that's what it's like being friends with Steve.
It's like 2050.
And we bust out a crayon.
This is a 2020 vaccine. And they're going to be like, what? Be like, you don't remember COVID? We made the vaccine.
You remember
Just sitting there going like, I remember when you released these.
you remember when Epstein didn't kill himself?
Fucking, oh, well played, sir. What a callback. God damn
It
it.
was on the inside of the band. It was one of the favorite little
That was
additions.
also just a solid cigar. Like it was.
It was a good
also,
cigar.
the blend was solid. The joke around it was awesome, but the blend was solid. So one thing I like about you guys is that even when you decide to do, some sort of joke, it's not like a whatever. Just throw a stick in the band; it'll be fucking fine. Like the quality holds. So, and if you want to taste that quality for yourself, you can go to warfightertobacco.com.
Goddamn right you can.
And you can use that code FTFO, and you're going to get 15% off your order over there.
But there's no vaccines and no crayons.
Yeah, those are fucking
Sorry.
gone. If you weren't fast enough,
Those are quick.
it turns out the vaccine's bad for you, anyways.
Ours wasn't.
Speaking of cigars,
You mapped it out.
I mathed it out. I smoked
We had a
one.
better sig- we had a
better success rate
Then
Yep.
fucking Pfizer.
I did the math.
Yeah. We did.
Extensive research was done.
I
Yeah, we put a social media post out. Anybody die from COVID after they smoked a vaccine cigar?
Nobody responded.
Okay, cool.
I think I smoked 5 and I lived. So
yeah.
fucking whatever.
That's the only vaccine that I did more doses than were required.
I'm way beyond the dosage recommendation on those. Yeah.
Yep.
But you can go over to owellness.us, our outstanding friends over there, and secure all your CBD needs. Use the code FreedomFriends25 over there for a quarter off your order. Icy Tech Coolers, Freedom Friends 10, get 10% off your ice boxes. And you can go to, God damn it, grillyourassoff.com/FreedomFriendsPodcast, or go click the link or use the code FreedomFriendsPodcast.
It's on the card that's up right now.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Go fucking
Or just hit the link.
click the shit.
description.
Get a discount. And help us buy hashtag Buffy Trace because we get a little bit of the action off of that. So, anyways, I'm going to raise my glass.
Yeah.
Say thank you to you boys for being my freedom friends. Through all the fucking years of weirdness that we've put up with together. Fucking, I appreciate you boys. Anyways, tell your mom.
Tell your friends.
And tell your mom's friends that there's this mediocre podcast that can give you absolutely no information, but will entertain you for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Some little words to live by.
Yeah.
They're pretty simple.
They are. They work though.
I think they're easy.
Yeah.
And we've got coupons for most of it now.
Coupons.
Coupons. Davey?
Oh, that's always smoke on.
I know your favorite.
Drink on.
And God damn it, boys.
Freedom the fuck on.
We'll see you guys next time. Hashtag Buffy Trace.